again for another episode of Keeping It Real with America's Supermom. I am excited. I have a new guest that I actually got connected with on Clubhouse. And it has just been such a great meeting. And the topics that we've been covering, I met her in a room where we talk about the question of the day. And so
Mhm.
for me, it's important because it's about setting your day off with the right intention, knowing that, we can either ask ourselves better questions or we can keep repeating the same negative stuff that really doesn't serve us every day. So that is how I got connected with Sheila New. And so I am really excited to have her here today. I'm sure we're going to dive into a lot of different topics. Going to try to cram it in this 30 minutes. I know it is so much fun to talk and connect and go through different stories that sometimes it's like, where did the time go?
Right.
So, in order for us to dive into this really deeply, I want to give Sheila the opportunity to introduce herself.
Thank you so much, Lachelle. I love you so much. You are such a awesome person. Don't never let nobody tell you different.
Oh,
And just for everybody who knows me, everybody know I talk with my hands. Plus, my nails look fire. Shout
I
out to my
love,
peoples. But hey, it's me.
I love it.
But I'm a mom. Two adult children,
Mhm.
one teenager. Um, I work full time. It's just me. I think one of my cousins used to say, "There's no such thing as a single parent. I'm the only parent."
Okay.
And my kids are my center. They are my world.
Mm.
So, anything I do, my hustle, my grind, are definitely for my kids.
Okay.
That's my mama calling.
Okay. I was wondering, I said, I'm not,
Girl,
anything happens with my show. Okay.
girl. Okay,
So I'm
good.
not
Cause
surprised. Okay. It's like being at home. Okay.
girl, cause
So
well, hold on a minute. Me, how call your grandma? Tell her
I
I'm on
love it.
live. Don't be calling my phone.
I
Sorry.
love that's the name of the show, Keeping It Real, right? Don't you hate it? You get on these places and it's like, oh my gosh, you're over here trying to make eye gestures in the background. Sometimes I'm like trying to flick my kids over and all this other kind of stuff. So nothing like being able to keep it real.
And gotta
So
holler, holler.
I love it. So talk to us about how you even got on Clubhouse. What was it that sparked you having an interest to get on that
You
platform?
know what? It's like one day somebody made a post
Mhm.
and it was like a little buzz. Everybody was talking about it. I'm like, well, what is it?
Mhm.
And it was like it was something exclusive that you had
Mhm.
to get an invite to be on it. And one of the young ladies who did a piece for me, I commissioned the art piece, and she is the
Oh.
one who tagged me in it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
she's a
you actually do art?
mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm. Girl, I can draw stick figures. I can't make no art. Mm-mm. But no, let me hold on one second. I'm gonna get the picture, okay?
Okay. All right. Well, don't you guys just love this? I want to thank y'all for joining in. For those of you that are watching, put in the comments where you're from. What questions do you have? Sheila is all about a weight loss journey that she's going to share with us.
Can you
Oh,
see?
that is nice.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
Yes, so her name, she goes by Uncle Bree,
Uh-huh.
and she is an artist out in Atlanta.
Wow.
And she
Okay.
does tattoos as well, but most tattoo artists are artists.
I love
So
that.
I commissioned this piece, I want to say almost 2 years ago now. And
Okay.
I just had a vision. So basically, this is symbolic for me. It's
Yes.
basically, this is what I represent because this has a little bit of all my children in the picture.
Okay.
So that my youngest daughter, middle name is Angel. So the
Okay.
angel wing. We
Uh-huh.
all are creative at some point. So there's the pencil.
Okay.
And then my son, he is an inventor of sorts, you can say.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Yeah, he's really, really good. He has a huge entrepreneurial spirit. So most of my kids, well, I'm gonna say the oldest two really do. And
Mhm.
then the music note represents my oldest daughter, who's an artist.
Oh, that is
So
awesome.
yeah, so she does music, so it kind of encompasses, this is me and this is them. So we're part of each other. We'll always be a part of each other. And I just love the detail. And I know you can't really tell, but this is textured.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's that. I mean, it feels like rocky. I don't know what kind of
Yeah,
paint.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but it's beautiful in person. Like the picture is good on here, but I mean, I
Yes.
fell in love with it. But yep, Uncle Bree out of Atlanta, she did it for me, and
Mhm.
then that's who actually tagged me on Clubhouse.
Okay. That is really nice. You can go. You see, that's my daughter in the background. Can I go to the gas station with mine?
No.
She wrote me a note. I don't know if y'all can see it. Okay.
Yeah,
She's
that's what
8.
they do.
But anyway, so that is just amazing. I love
Thank
that
you.
art, and I
You.
love the whole thing with having a meaning behind it because, some people look at pieces and it's like, well, what does it mean? Why is that so important? So that is awesome. Thanks so much for sharing that
And
with
no
us.
problem. Look, I share as much as I can because I'd rather show it to you on the screen because we limited on how many people coming in and out the door nowadays.
Yeah, this is true. I love
Hmm.
that. And you really get to know somebody when you hear some significant things that matter to them. So
Yeah.
talk to us about, what you're doing now with your business and how you got started with that. We were talking briefly before we hit record about the weight loss journey that a lot of us kind of struggle with, especially women. I know for myself, having had 13 children,
Ooh, baby.
I feel like, hey, my weight has always been like a yo-yo, and it's like, well, at least I'm smaller than being pregnant, but still, I probably I can stand to lose some more pounds. Okay, so
Okay.
talk to us about that.
Okay. So my journey began a couple years ago. You know how you have people that want to do challenges,
Mm-hmm.
and I would do the challenge like 2 days and then
Mm-hmm.
be over. I'd be like, I can't do
Mm-hmm.
that. I want to eat my chicken and whatever. I don't eat pork, so that's not an issue.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really my son who planted the seed, and he said, "Mama," he said, "So is this it?" I said, "What do you mean?" He was like, "So you work all day, you come home, and you just sitting down. You ain't gonna do nothing else." I'm looking at him like, "What you mean? I worked all day." He said, "I know." He said, "But if you don't do anything, my sister isn't gonna do anything either." And he wasn't lying. So we started walking first. And we
Mm-hmm.
would walk, I think 30 minutes. I stay on the third floor, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And coming up with groceries and stuff, by the time I hit the door, girl, I'm cussing everybody out, okay?
Yeah.
Everybody. Because it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then so when the pandemic hit, people at work was talking about, well, what if we close? What if this? What if that? It was a lot of what ifs.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what? Let me think what I really would like to do. So I started looking into yoga because I did it like a long time ago. I got actually into Beckham yoga, which is the hot yoga.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, that first class was terrible, child. I was cussing in there too. Yoga is like this. I was like, who the turned on the heat in here? Girl, I mean, I was instantly sweaty. I was like, wait a minute. You know how we feel about this here, right?
Right.
Girl, boom. I was like, no. So, but I thought about it. I said, but I really like the concept.
Mm-hmm.
It's not strenuous per se, but it has so many other properties. It helps with the circulatory, respiratory systems. It gets that blood flowing, that oxygen flowing.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked up a school online because
Mm-hmm.
we weren't going nowhere. And I signed up and I took a class and I became certified 2 years ago. Next 2 years, July will be my anniversary.
Wow.
Yeah. And I've
That's
lost
amazing.
over 45 pounds in 2 years.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Now, what was it that really got you to kinda really listen? Because you said you've done challenges before.
That mindset. You got to
Okay.
change your mindset. You got
Mhm.
to change your mind on how you look at exercise, dieting. Don't diet. I'm a steal this because a comedian friend of mine used to say that. You know what diet stands for?
Mm-mm.
Did I eat that? And yes, you did. You did.
I love that. I love that.
So you can't think of diet, portion control, moderation,
Mm.
what you take in, and a lot of this. Well, we ain't got no sponsorship, but y'all know.
Exactly.
Right. So we gonna cover the label and no it's not Aquafina and no it's not Dasani. I don't like that water. So just for my cousins who may be looking, no, I don't drink that. Okay, and shout out to my family.
I love that.
But a
Now
lot of that. I like almost a gallon a day.
that's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did that challenge, 75 hard. Have you heard of that?
Mm-mm. What's
We had to
that?
it's a guy who started this, online,
Mm-hmm.
but you drink a gallon of water a day.
Mm-hmm.
You do 2 workouts that are 45 minutes apiece. One
Mm.
of them has to be outside.
Mm.
You follow your own meal plan with no cheat meals and no alcohol. Read 10 pages of a nonfiction book and take a picture of yourself every day. You have to do all 5 of those things every day for 75 days. If you miss a day, you have to start over.
Wow. Now that I
Mhm.
couldn't yeah, once you said no alcohol, I was done. I'm like, mm-mm.
It's amazing, and I really don't drink much, but, like, the first couple days, it was like, "Man, I would love to have a glass of wine," it just kinda came up just because I couldn't have it. But,
Mm-hmm.
it really was more like you said, it was the mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Really making that choice to decide, "Okay, am I gonna do this or not?"
And
There
that's
is no
that's it.
try and halfway, you know?
And that's it. You have to really here is where it
Mhm.
starts. And then your body follows. Cause I mean,
Yeah.
I ran track, I played basketball, I danced, all of these things when I was younger. So
Mhm.
getting back into it, it was no joke. And it was hard. I was cussing every day. Every day.
I love that. So
I,
when you think about, the mindset that you had to have, and
mm-hmm,
then the behavior that followed, how did
mm-hmm.
you handle some of the old habits that you had, whether it was hanging out with family or certain things that they ate. Now, are you on a different diet or meal plan? You
Well,
mentioned like no chicken or something. So what do
well,
you?
no, I eat pretty much what I want for the
Mhm.
most part. I just not the portions anymore.
Okay.
So where it used to be like this,
Yeah.
it's now like this.
Oh, that's good.
Hmm.
Now,
And
so
this,
did you get smaller plates or anything, or how did you implement
mm-mm.
that?
I
You know
still
what I
eat
mean?
the.
Really, because they say that it's well, I read in one book if you should have blue plates. Sometimes blue is calming and something about it making you feel fuller, just having that on your having a blue plate and then
Girl, we
getting
use paper
smaller.
plates so we can throw them away.
That's right. I
Put that
know
right
that's
on the
right.
trash.
That's less cleaning up. I feel you on that.
Yeah, yeah, but
Mhm.
I think it's just one when you well you know probably like all of us we come especially the black family.
Mhm.
Everybody cooks a lot,
Mhm.
because you cook for company, whatever.
Mhm.
I still don't know how to cook small,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
I cook like my kids could be walking through the door at any time.
Mhm.
But even if I cook a lot, I'm still controlling what I put on my plate and especially my youngest plate.
Mm.
So we really, pipe down on the portions and it helps. And more of this. Very
Yes.
helps because this will, water in general, is a natural detoxification of your body. The
Mm,
more you drink this, the more the impurities flush out.
I love that.
And
Now,
that's what you want.
I know that's right. That is good. Water is good, and, you kinda have to acquire a taste for it. When you've been drinking a
Mm-hmm.
lot of other juices or, coffee
Oh,
and
now I do
hot
coffee
drink.
every day. I do
Yeah.
coffee 1 cup in the morning, and that's it.
Mhm. Now do
Mm-hmm.
you put sugar and cream in it or anything?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
That's
look.
alri
I'm
hey,
not gonna lie to you. Yes, I do.
we
But
gotta have our splurges, so I get
right,
that.
but even with that, I cut back on how much.
Yeah,
Because my mother used to say, "Well, you don't have no. It's a cup full of cream." I'd be like, "Yeah." It
exactly.
got
Do
to
you
be.
have
The
coffee
coffee got
with
to
your
be
cream?
light skin coffee.
Right. I get that, I totally get that. Now, so what are some things now that you do in order to keep your mind set to the point where it could be disciplined? Because I just know that, it's a
Meditation.
bad day, then you just eating, for a lot of us, that struggle with this yo-yo dieting.
Yeah, I meditate every day.
Mm.
Meditation, yoga, and meditation are like this.
Mhm.
And I meditate in the morning. If they getting on my nerves at work, because me and non-Sunday school words like this, okay, like this. So if it's too much,
Yeah,
I shut down everything, the phone, the computer, let the laptop sit down, and I just and breathe
that's good.
and breathe. And it brings me from up here to here.
Now, how long do you meditate?
10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then at night, to shut all of this off,
Mhm.
about 20 minutes before bedtime.
Wow.
And then my phone is on do not disturb from 10:35 until the morning.
Okay.
Because
I
I don't
love that.
I don't want to hear the ping, ping, ding, ping.
Yeah.
No notifications, none.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah,
Now,
so you got to center all of this controls everything.
I love that. Now, so
Mm-hmm.
when you got your certification,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people they were working, doing whatever they had to do during the pandemic,
Right.
but you just had this mind to um pursue getting your certification. So talk to us because there could be another mom who's watching that feels like, what's the point? I got this job. I'm just gonna, my kids are getting older, but I should wait for a better time, because it just seems like it might not be the right time. What would you say?
Excuses are like, you know what? Everybody got one. Don't make ourselves out of everything and talk
Mhm.
ourselves into nothing. Do it. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to believe in your vision. Just because nobody else sees your vision
Mm.
doesn't mean that the vision does not exist. It does. Focus on you because God gave you that vision. He gave it
Mhm.
to you because He knew you could handle it. And that's the thing about going out and stepping out on a limb or stepping out on faith or the faith the
Mhm.
size of a mustard seed. I can go on and on, right?
Amen.
But I always tell people Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 lean not on your own understanding.
Mhm.
So lean on him. And if he gave it to you, he gonna see you through it. Because a lot of times
Mhm.
I be thinking, I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't. Because sometimes it's just like, but if you love it
Yeah.
and passionate about it, the money is gonna come.
Yeah.
But do it because you love to do it. Don't do it for the money. If you're doing it for the money, you're doing it all for the wrong reason.
I
Because
love
you can
that.
keep working your job for the money.
Yeah.
You got to do it because it's in here.
Mhm.
Because you really have, I'm passionate about helping women, especially women of color over 40,
Mhm.
to be the best version of themselves physically.
Yeah.
Fall in love with you all over again. I love how I look at it. I turned 56 on the 29th of May.
Well, congratulations, girl. Looking good. Hey. You know what? I get excited about the 50s. I remember when I was younger, I'd be like, 50? What? Feeling old. And, I think they dressed different. They had different clothes that
Yeah.
made them look a lot older.
Mm.
Now
Mm-hmm.
you really can't tell who's in their
Mm-hmm.
50s and stuff, right?
Nope. And I like my little 6 pack trying to come in real good.
Uh-huh.
So I be wearing my little half girl bowl.
I met this lady and she is on a journey to 75.
What?
And I want to say she's maybe now she might be 73, but she is going to enter a bodybuilding contest when she gets
What?
to be 75. But I mean, right now she's in good
Good.
shape. And she just started doing this like in her 60s,
That
really
mind
bodybuilding and
change
working
that
out and stuff.
body. Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
It's good, and that's the whole thing. And I mean, when I think about it, like even the clothes that I have, like stuff I put on now,
Hmm.
I mean, it flows so different.
Yeah.
When I put on stuff before, I would put on stuff. I knew
Yeah.
when stuff don't fit you because you can hear
Hmm.
them stitches snap, crackling, and popping when you yanking on stuff. I'm like, Lord. But then when you walking around like this here, I'm like, you can't breathe. I'll be like, baby, listen.
They,
That clothes hollering back at you talking about let us go. Let us go. We not your size. Let us go. And
this
so
is
I
so
had to,
true.
so now in order for me not to go backwards, I went through my closet and I got rid of everything that used to be my size. So I only
Mm,
keep my size because I'm not giving myself permission to
I
go
love
backwards.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, so how did you determine what maybe some of your triggers were or anything? Because I know you, like you just said, you got rid of the clothes, so that
Mm-hmm.
was not even an option. What
Mm-hmm.
other things on your journey did you find you had to kind of just eliminate?
Emotional stress.
Mm,
Emotional stress. When I found out that people who weren't who they said they were,
mm,
sometimes I pray every night for
mm-hmm.
God to not eliminate like terminate,
Right.
but to remove
Mm-hmm.
those who aren't for me
Mm-hmm.
and those who aren't with me, who don't encourage, who don't support, who want to yank at you but
Mm-hmm.
are never there for you. So once I stopped and I started paying attention, it was like it's a lot of people that's gone.
Mm-hmm. I love that. I love that.
Mm-hmm. What they
So
saying, girl? What they saying? Hey,
they
girl,
really are enjoying it. Lawanda is watching, and she agreed with you with the water. She said that that's the
yes,
cornerstone to detoxing and keeping your mind and body healthy. So true.
yep, yes,
Um,
and it is too. It definitely is. Because think about it. If you at a restaurant and you get, I don't know what y'all say, but I'm from Michigan, so we say pop, right?
right. I know I came here in the South and they're like, what is that?
Right. And then I say, okay, where am I? Oh, soda. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, carbonated drink. Okay.
Right.
But the pop fills you up.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time you drink the pop and eat the meal, you like this at the table.
Yeah.
So now I get water all the time. Just
Mm-hmm.
give me, and
I
we'll be
love
okay.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Now,
Mm-hmm.
so talk to us about, a lot of people that may want to start their own business,
Mm-hmm.
but they have this mindset that they've got to be perfect. I mean, one of the things that I'm enjoying about this conversation is you being able to be you. And I think a lot of times we're like, I got to say the right thing. I got to have my website, my business cards, and all this different stress,
All of that.
rather than just being who you are. So, what advice would you give somebody about, wanting to follow their passion, but feeling like all these other things, even the whole thing about accepting, maybe you like to cuss or whatever. But a lot of people, they feel like they got to change who they are to
Don't
be what they want. You know what I'm saying?
tackle one thing at a time. Write a list. Cross out what you've done. But one thing, believe in yourself always. Get in front of a mirror, pour into you. If nobody else is, you do it. And then find a circle of people that are like minded. So
Mhm.
now you can pour into each other. Be true to you because you're your brand, right? You
Yeah.
are your brand. And who you resonate with, that's who you are going to draw.
Yeah.
All money ain't good money. So that means all clients aren't good clients. All
Mhm.
students aren't good students. Whoever your niche market is for you will be that's who you will draw. And I just seen my nail tech on here. Hey Maya, she'll tell you. That is she supports me. She's also one of my students.
Okay.
I'm a client of hers. She's a client of mine. It's
Mhm.
a fair exchange, no robbery.
Yeah.
I don't ask her for a discount. She don't ask me for one. We pay whatever the price is,
Amen.
but we support each other.
Yes.
And we started off as client and servicer and client. Me being a client, her providing the business.
Mhm.
But over time, we developed a friendship.
Mhm.
But I look to her because I love her work ethic. And that's what you do when you think about people who are entrepreneurs.
Mhm.
You do that as far as that goes. You find people that are like you, and then two people who don't mind sharing information. And I'm gonna hate to say this out loud, but I'm gonna say it out loud.
Mhm.
Black women, stop being that way
Mhm.
because that's not cute.
Mhm.
Just because they made one or something, that don't mean that's the all that they made. Dove soap ain't in competition with Dial. Ain't
Right.
in competition with Dove chocolate. Ain't in competition with Eau de Olay. Ain't none of them. They each all have their own lane.
Yeah.
If you like Dove, you buy Dove. If you like Eau de Olay, you buy that. If you like Dial, you buy that.
Mhm.
That ain't
Or if you a
nothing.
coupon person, you buy whatever's on sale.
And if it happen to be the store brand, you buy
Right.
that.
Exactly.
But the thing is, whoever made the soap didn't stop all the other people from wanting to make soap.
Exactly.
Make the soap.
Yeah. I love that. I mean, and that is so true because I think, I tell people all the time, McDonald's is not the only hamburger joint. You got Burger
Didn't stop
King.
Burger King and didn't stop Wendy's.
Exactly.
And
So,
now Arby's gonna put on some meat on their bread and call it a
oh,
hamburger too.
I didn't know that.
And I don't eat at none of them places no
Me,
more.
me either.
I can't.
I'm
They make my whole
vegetarian.
stomach hurt now.
Yeah. And it
Mm-hmm.
makes a difference. So talk to somebody about how they can start, small, with this journey because, we're mentioning fast food. And I think that a lot of us, it's like if we really go back in a lot of people's check registers or looking
Hmm.
at their bankroll, we can see where they've actually been spending their money. But
Right.
what are some things that people can start implementing that, just to get started with that health journey?
Look at what you buy, what you spend on fast food, and what you spend in the grocery store. You
Mhm.
know, if you're preparing the meal,
Mhm.
at least you have an idea of what you're doing to your food.
Mm.
When you go to even restaurants, and I'm not trying to shade no restaurant, but we know some people that have worked in especially the fast food industry. If they drop that patty, you getting that patty. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
They ain't throwing it away. They just gonna put it on the grill, put some heat on it. It's on the bun and it's going home with you. Make your own patty.
Yeah.
My mama used to say, we got food at home.
Mhm.
I got food at home.
Yeah.
At least I can control the portions.
Mhm.
It's not all of these. I mean, you don't know what. I mean, we don't know even buying stuff from the grocery store. That's why you pray
That's
before
true.
you eat. Pray
Yeah.
before you eat. But you have more control of how much
Mhm.
when you season it, all of that stuff. You have control. When you out, you don't know. You
Yeah.
don't know. So start small. Don't change. Okay, this is the biggest. This is the biggest caveat, right?
Mhm.
You didn't take you overnight to get to where you are.
Mhm.
It's not going to take you overnight to come back down.
Yeah.
It took steps to get to your weight. It's going to take steps to come down.
Mm.
Don't be afraid to come down.
Love that.
Yeah, just take your
That's
time.
it.
Take your time. One
That is so.
one step at a time, one day at a time, and it's about progression,
Mhm.
not perfection.
Love that. I mean, so many takeaways. This has been a great conversation. So, what is the best way for the audience to get a hold of you?
You can follow me on Instagram, Energy Yoga and Meditation. I'm on Facebook under Sheila New. You do have to send a friend request. I don't accept everybody on Facebook. I'm sorry. Even I try to monitor because my page been hacked a couple of times on
Oh,
Instagram.
okay.
So and anybody knows it take an act of Congress to get your stuff back. They act like you paying them money to get this little free stuff, okay? And I ain't paid them no attention, but you gonna get my page back, okay? So, but
So
definitely
true.
follow me on Instagram. And Instagram, there's a link, and the link goes to my link tree. And my link tree is at the link tree, you know how that goes, and then energy yoga and meditation. I
Mhm.
have a 15-minute sit chair and standing yoga class that I just
Okay.
implemented. So 15 minutes. I know it's the summertime. I know we busy, 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 but you got to keep moving, moving, moving. The weight will not go away by itself. And quit going to these doctors and let them cut on you.
Yeah.
Stop that. Just I can understand you might want to get the girls lifted because you a mom and they hanging. But it's so many horror stories that these people, or at
Yeah.
least get you a board certified surgeon. Quit going to these foreign countries and letting them cut
Yeah.
on you. Stop that.
Yeah.
But let's do it the natural way. I don't drink no teas. I don't swallow no pills. I don't do none of that. Hard work, dedication, plus patience.
Amen. I
As
love that.
Nipsey Hussle would say, that's his tagline. So yes,
Amen.
yeah.
Well, this has just been great. And Sheila is actually going to be joining us on Monday as well. She is going to be in the Elephant Strategy Club on
Come on,
Clubhouse.
elephant.
Yes. So if y'all want to hear more of this conversation, join us there and I will put the link and everything in the
Please
comments. So,
do. Please do. I
yeah.
love you so much and I thank you so much. I had the greatest time. I would love to do this again and again, whatever you want to. Just call me.
Anytime, girl. Look, we didn't even get to your stand-up comedy and all that other stuff you got
I
going
think
on.
they know about that.
So we have to do that the next time because that was awesome. So what any other final words that you want to share with anybody before we go?
Look, just be positive, stay positive, and just it's your vision,
Mhm.
yours. Don't worry about what they say. Who in the is they?
Mhm.
They the ones that's not happy. You do what makes you happy. And
Mhm.
you in the circle, your tribe, it'll come. It'll
Mhm.
come.
Love that. Well, this has been great, Sheila. We are so glad that you joined us tonight. I mean, I have had a blast and
Good.
I know that the audience has too. And we want to thank all of you guys for watching. And if y'all really enjoyed it, share
Yes.
it. Share it with a friend so they can get the
Yes. Yes.
opportunity to hear what a great message and an opportunity to really connect and have fun.
Yes.
If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. We'll make sure that Sheila gets those so she can answer them.
And
And
shout out to my family because they've been texting, hey y'all, Brittany, Brandy, my kids, Jay and E, everybody, my mom and dad, if y'all don't hear, I don't know if mama finally got it or not, but hey mama, hey daddy, Gotta shout them out. Oh, hey, Wendy, and whoever else watching. But look, don't call me talking about why you ain't say my name. Look, cousins, family, it's a lot of y'all that's on one of me. One. But that's it. And hey, Maya, that's my girl. We going skating. So, and do that too. Exercise, whatever
yeah,
floats your boat, do it. Cardio was good. Let's
I
get it.
love that. I
Let's
love
get
that.
it.
Well, look, you making me feel like I'm really important. You shouting out everybody like, we on a celebrity
You
show.
important, girl. Come on. Somebody gonna snatch the look. What I say? It's your vision. So
I
look,
love it. I
if they
love
could
it.
do it, who is that? Sherry Shepherd and Kim Whitley.
Oh
Have you
yeah.
seen this? Just we doing them. We
Yeah.
them. This me and
Okay.
you.
I love it, girl.
That's
I
what.
love it. Okay.
That's
So
what.
it's all about your mindset. That is really my takeaway today. So I am really
Positive
excited.
in, positive out. Your
Mhm.
mindset all the time.
So if you guys want Sheila to come back and you have a topic that you want her to discuss, put it in the comments because we
Please.
would love to hear it because this definitely has been a lot of fun and we definitely want to have her back, but
And you
we want
gotta
to get
laugh
your
in order to
input.
keep from crying, girl. We're gonna make you laugh up in here, but we're gonna get serious at sometimes, but the
You
ebb and
got to have
flow,
fun. Laughter is a part of keeping yourself mentally
girl.
well. I'm all about
Yes.
that.
And if you can't
Definitely.
laugh at it, baby, it ain't even worth it at the end of the day. It's
So
not.
true. So true.
Hmm. So
So,
laugh, keep from crying. But I love it. Thank you so much. I'm so appreciative, grateful, and humbled that you
aw.
even asked. And I look forward to the next one and definitely on Monday. Let's get it.
Yes. All right, y'all. Well, you guys have a wonderful evening, and we will see y'all on the next episode. Bye for now.
Peace.